What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with our Tales of Crestoria video. So, I ended up doing things a little differently. So, I think I haven't shown off how my account is. Well, I did in a previous video that is never going to be uploaded. So, before I get into this beginner stuff, let me just go over what my team is looking like. So, I end up with 3 SSRs. I chose Lloyd. My ticket multi gave me Estelle, and then my next multi gave me Milla. So this is the account I ended up sticking with because Lloyd and Estelle were 2 of my 3 top picks for the starting units. The third one was Jude, so if I had gotten Jude, I would have kept it as well. But I'm not going to be doing initially I wanted to do a story playthrough in video form, but honestly, kind of like the issue I ran into with my sword art videos I just tried doing. A lot of the video is just me kind of sitting there reading. I can't really comment on every little line that's being said there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play the story on my own, and when we get caught up, I'll do what I do with Rays, where whenever they release a new chapter, we will live stream it. So if it takes like 2 or 3 days to get through a chapter, you know, I'll do 2 or 3 live streams. So that's what we're going to do there. But for this video, I'm just going to kind of go over what people should kind of be thinking about and kind of doing. If you haven't started your account, this might be good to kind of figure out what to do. So first thing I do want to say is do not go crazy on the starting banner. That's the first thing. While this banner does have a decent amount of units, all of these characters are going to be in the general pool moving forward. So if they come out with a banner, let's say they come out with a banner in 3 weeks that has I'm just going to pick 2 random characters. Let's say Dezel and Edna are on a banner. All of these characters here will be in the unfeatured pool. So you could do a multi and potentially get one of these 2. Now, obviously, if you want one of these characters specifically, I would recommend waiting to see if they do rate-ups, because of what a lot of gacha games do after they launch is they'll do specific rate-ups for characters. So we might see a Crestoria cast rate-up where the first 4 characters, Kanata, Mizella, Vicious, and Aegis, they might be the higher percentage characters, so that would give you a better chance of getting them. Or they might do like a Vesperia rate-up, so Yuri, Estelle, and Rita would be on that, and then etc, etc. So I do recommend, like, don't burn through the story and burn away at all of your currency, because you're going to hate yourself for it later. Despite how cool a lot of these characters are, and I would love to have more of them myself, I am not going to fall into that trap that I do with other gacha games. For sure. So I would just honestly recommend you make your account, you re-roll until you get 2 or 3 SSR. You pick your first SSR, and then you re-roll until you're either your ticket multi or your free gems from the pre-registration give you, you know, 1 or 2 more SSRs, and then I would stick with that, because after that, in the challenge missions here, there are 2 of these. I think there's only 2. I might be wrong. I know there's at least 2. There are 2 SSR tickets for you to get here. Now, obviously, there are 21 SSRs in the starting banner, so you could end up getting a dupe for somebody, but if you only have 3 SSRs, let's say you have 3 SSRs by the time you get your first ticket, that's 3 out of 21. The odds of you pulling one of the SSRs you already have is very, very unlikely. I'm sure it'll happen to somebody, but it's not something that's going to happen very frequently. Also, I definitely recommend joining a guild. I've already kind of filled my... I apologize to people who only watch through YouTube. I know there were some people who wanted to join the guild through that, but the guild only has 20 available slots for members, and I pretty much... people who follow me on Twitter pretty much got the first kind of priority there. So after that, I definitely recommend... So when it comes to your team, there's one thing I have to mention, because I've already seen people doing this, and you do not want to do this. Do not feed in your first... So when you pull an SSR, you get a Memoria Stone with that character. Do not awaken your character with that first Memoria Stone. Now, I know a lot of people will probably think, you know, oh, well, I can just put an SR Memoria Stone on this character. And it's like, yeah, you can, I guess. But it's not going to be as good as using the character's actual Memoria Stone. Like, for this Lloyd, for example, I have a Memoria Stone for him. That Memoria Stone is not going to be fed into Lloyd until I actually get another Memoria. So if I pull a dupe Lloyd, you know, down the road, or I farm the raids, and get those free upgrades, I am not going to be feeding in any dupes to him. Honestly, even without dupes, these characters are pretty good. And unlike some games like Rising Steel, what's nice about this game is you can limit break your levels without dupes. It's completely free to play. The dupes just increase like your Mystic Art level. You know, as you can see here, you just put it in. You can get your Mystic Art level to level 6. And then you also get you get this skill here. So once I feed in a dupe, I'll get this twice as strong skill, which will give 20% defense to Earth allies. So he's good for a full Earth team. But Ascending, which I could actually do right now. I'm not going to do it yet just because I'm not even close to being at that level, so there's no point in wasting the materials yet. But this is how you limit break their levels. It's completely free to play. They can go all the way to 100, so there's 5 limit breaks. So that's pretty good there. And then obviously you do want to work on these right here. So not Awakening. So Awakening it's pretty much the same thing here. You can either just do it on this page or this page. But you want to level up these 2 arts right here. Every character has 2 regular arts before their Mystic Art. So you definitely want to level those up. I already have Raging Beast at level 2. And Tiger Rage would definitely be something to work on. I'm not going to waste any until I actually have enough to do the full level. But that's definitely important there. So those are the first few things that you want to focus on. So obviously, you want to get these SSR tickets. I only ended up with 2 SSRs right off the bat, and then I got my 3rd one for my next summon. So if I'm lucky and I don't pull any dupes, these 2 SSR tickets from the challenge missions will give me almost a full team. It'll give me 5 out of 6 characters, which is fine because for right now, I really only need to focus on 4 because ideally you don't want to lose anyone on your main team, especially when doing the story, because then you don't get all the gemstones for completing it. But you know, it is what it kind of is there. And definitely start the arena as soon as possible. Everyone's accounts are very, very new right now. So trying to get as far as you can in here is definitely very nice. And, you know, leveling up your units as much as possible. I think, I don't remember. I think it's like an hour and a half per stamina. Or it might be 2 hours per stamina, something like that. So pretty much, if you only do arena once a day, you should be able to have 5 attempts there. And there will obviously be some free-to-play options to refill your stamina there as well. Time box is obviously very important too, because you can get some stuff there if you haven't been clicking that every few hours whenever that stuff kind of pops up. That's something to definitely do there. And then after that, honestly, we're not going to have limited quests yet. I don't expect, at least probably for the first 2 weeks, we probably won't see limited quests. Those are going to be events that we do. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of handle that. That's why I'm not going to use any of my AP refills, the AP gels, because I don't know how grindy these events are going to be, and I definitely want to be prepared for that. It'd be kind of cool if these limited quests have like free-to-play SSRs for us to get. Even if they're not as good as the summonable ones, it would still be nice to get some free characters. But we may just end up getting like some free SRs. But I would definitely prefer free SSRs. And then I haven't unlocked Phantom Tower yet because I have to be in Chapter 2 to do that, but that's basically this game's tower mode where it'll reset monthly. You just get as high as you can. I will definitely make a separate video on that, which I made one in the beta, but I'll make a separate video on that later on. But definitely, once you reach your kind of stopping point, definitely farm these, which kind of sucks because right now they only have water, wind, and dark, which sucks for me because I don't have any of those colors. Those are the 3 colors I do not have on my team. On my team, I have light and I have earth, right? I think that's... Yeah, because Estelle and Milla are light, and then Lloyd is earth. So that kind of sucks for me right now, but you can always just farm these and use it anyway. You just won't get the boosted EXP increase, but once you start hitting that threshold where stuff starts to get harder, which I'm actually starting to hit a little bit right now, just because I haven't really spent too much time leveling up, this is definitely an important thing to do. But other than that, I think that's pretty much the important thing to note here. There's a couple more things to note. Make sure, I'm not going to open up my profile because that's going to it'll show my friend code to everybody, and I don't want to be bombarded with friend requests there. But definitely go to your profile and change your support character so people actually want to use your characters. And then obviously change your supports in general, which you can do in allies here. You know, your support team lineup right here, which this is all ironically, oh, I guess I have that free Vicious now. I don't have a fire unit. So that's kind of funny there. And then the last thing I want to mention is on the friends list, if you go, I think I can open the friends list because it's not going to show my code right away. In pending, there is an auto approval thing that is default to be set on. So if you don't want your friends list to be full in the first like hour of the game, make sure you turn that off so you can manually accept the people you want to accept. And then here's the downside with that is like I'd love to accept everyone's friend request and just have a bunch of characters to use, but the amount of friends you can have starts at 10 at rank 1, and then like each rank it'll go up a little bit. So you know, once we're ranked like 50 plus, like it won't be an issue, but right now I can only accept a certain number of people, so I can't exactly accept everyone as much as I'd like to. But that's pretty much going to be it, just a quick little beginner kind of guide to, not really guide, but just kind of, you know, a tip I would say is just like, don't go, the biggest thing is don't go all in on these banners. Unless you just really want all the characters that are on here, and you don't care who's going to be coming next, I would definitely say, you know, do one multi. Maybe if you don't want to re-roll a ton, maybe do one extra multi, because the beginner missions do give like 500 gems every board that you complete. But like I said, you get 2 free SSRs from those ticket missions, so that's pretty good there. So at bare minimum, you know, if you end up with 2 SSRs after making your account, you know, you get your choosed one, and then you get one from like your tickets, and then you get your 2 SSR tickets. That's already a full team of 4, and then you'll just have, you can have a back row of SRs to kind of deal with there. But that's pretty much all I want to say on that. Let me know what you guys think of the game so far down below. It's been out for a little over 12 hours now. I'm having a great time playing through it. Story-wise, I am still in Chapter 1. I'd probably be in Chapter 2, but I tried recording these as videos, and I really wasn't feeling it. Plus, everyone who's going to be watching my videos is going to be playing the game themselves anyway, so I'm sure most people don't need to see videos on that. And I've seen people in Chapter 3 already having a very hard time clearing content, which makes me wonder how difficult is hard and very hard going to be. But that's it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.